sugar till 6 p.m. tonight on Drive 3 to 6. And joining me, as always, my funky bunch, my Nicholas Feinberg.
Hello, and you know I'm still available to say anything that I want to say because I'm only on air for another few days. Testicles!
Yay! Nice to see you, Feinberg.
Good to see you too.
Are you well?
I'm doing fantastic.
My Kerry Miller, how are you?
Confused.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean what's going on?
You know, there's a vibe. I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
Well, Clarence is here, and usually Clarence is gone by 3:01 and a half. So when I said to him outside, I was drinking water, and I was like, Clarence Ford, why are you still here?
Yeah.
It's like 3 minutes past 3. And he went like this, all shall be revealed. Except not so scary, like a weird Batman impersonation.
Clarence Ford.
I'm actually not sure why I'm here.
Really?
So we are starting the wind down, and you know what we've decided to do is just invite some colleagues and friends of young Nicholas, you know, into the studio, just talk about him a little bit, to brag about him a little bit, to celebrate him a lot. And you've got some funny stories that you can tell us about, reminiscing.
Yeah, you're putting him on the spot, are you? And you be careful now, Clarence.
Well, it's interesting that testicles is the word that he used. I know his testicles got him into lots of trouble in this building.
Yeah, I nearly got the sack. Excuse me.
Because you showed somebody your testicles, I believe.
I don't think this is really appropriate.
Oh!
Nicholas!
Where's that bell?
It wasn't me. That's for sure.
Clarence,
But
give us another story.
Nick and I and Tommy started at the same time, 1997, at the start of this radio station. So I've literally seen Nick. I mean, he's the man's man. We all wanted to be like him. He always had lots of women at his beck and call. And no responsibility, and he was that football hooligan. You know, everybody wanted to be. Wow, Nick has got such a lekker life. And then we've obviously, to our despair, watched him just kind of grow into the silver fox that he is now, and lose most of that testosterone, and become the bit of the wimp that he is these days. But I don't really mean that. Yeah. But we had such a great time together, off and on air. So yeah, I've got a lot of secrets about him.
Yeah, I know you do, and a lot of those secrets shall remain secrets because, of course, this is family time. But yeah, give us one story. Can you make it PC enough?
Yeah, of course I can. I think one of the memorable moments I had with Nick was on air, and there was a competition, and competition entry forms were available in selected retailers, but it was an Afrikaans promotion, and I asked Nick to read it, and it was hilarious. Maybe we should just get him to read competition entry form in Afrikaans, but it's inskrywingsvorm. And it probably was 20 minutes of uninterrupted laughter, the way Nick tried to get his tongue around inskrywingsvorm.
Well, you should see him do Jy moet lekker verjaar.
He doesn't listen to the show, you see, because he doesn't know that I've been doing you for the last, how long?
You've been doing sugar.
Good couple of months. I've been doing you with your happy birthday. What is it again?
Yes, feels geluk.
Feels geluk.
Lieve Mikey.
Yeah, no, the
Jy moet
lekker verjaar. Jy moet lekker verjaar. Like an old monster.
Well, what a lot of fun. I mean,
Jy moet lekker
don't know what's going to come out of his mouth next, huh?
Oh, wow.
And of course his favourite song. I mean, he really loves that song, and you're going to see his reaction when.
Yes. In fact, we're going to do it right now.
Just one sec. I just wanted to say before we get there very quickly that,
Okay.
you know, like on a serious note, that when I first came to this country in '94, I used to drive to the previous job I was doing, and I used to turn on the radio and listen to this Clarence Ford character, and he was with Sister at the time, and half of it was in Afrikaans, and I still don't really have a clue what's going on in Afrikaans, but I didn't understand half of it. But the show was so good that I stayed tuned to it. That's how great he was. And then I eventually got to P4 at the time to work with Clarence, and sort of went into the studio with this giant of radio, and he did a lot of mentoring, and you know, a lot of what I've learned in radio has come from Clarence. He's been fantastic, as he said, on and off mic.
Thank you, Uncle.
He's a naughty old man as well.
But I must tell you the story about how I met Nick. So, Dimitri Jagels and I owned Manenberg's Jazz Cafe in Adley Street. Yeah. Nice, kind of quiet space, you know, never kind of hooligans in there, football hooligans especially. So this one day, Dimitri and I were sitting in the office, and And one of the guys came running in. There's a fight inside. There's a fight inside. A white man and a black man are fighting inside. And I thought the first thing, we're talking 1995. First thing I thought was this is a racial incident. And I walked out and there was this white man fighting this black man. So I thought this white man must have said something wrong. It turns out that the white man was actually wanting to beat up the black man because the black man wasn't part of the anti-apartheid movement in London. And the white man was Nick Feinberg. And that was my introduction to Nick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Nicholas.
a lovely story. Yeah, I hit him with a stool. Yeah, and then I got ejected by this 7-foot Congolese who lifted me up by the seat of my pants and patted me off outside and said, "Along your way, son, along your way." It was very sweet and gentle.
Well,
Thanks for those good days, Clarence.
This is especially from Clarence to you.
Oh,
This song.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lookman Adams, Zoraida on Drive.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Hello,
Hello,
Jay.
Jay.